Okay, it's the 29th of December, Thursday, and first look at today's waffle. And let's see, I'm going for 5 stars again here too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 greens, which means we need 3 double swaps before the final swap. It was 7 as well yesterday. Not really mixing it up at the moment. So I'm going to start as usual by reading the green letters. Simple as that, just to absorb the information. We've got a B, a D, uh, 2 S's, and indicating on the screen here an E, a T, and an L. And now I'm going to count the unsolved consonants, and I usually get this wrong. I have to count them a second time, but I'm seeing G, N, S, R, X, L, and L. So G, N, S, R, X, L, and L. Okay, so the only consonants there we have repeating of those 7 unsolved are the 2 L's down here at the bottom. And we've got an X there. That'll be interesting to see where that goes. And now let's count the vowels, because if we 7 unsolved consonants and 7 green, we should have 7 vowels. So we've got O, I, E, A, O, O, A. Well, at least my counting went okay. So we've got, what have we got there? 2 A's, 2 O's, an I, and an E. See? My counting has gone wrong. O, I, E, A, O, O, A. Okay, so we have 3 O's, 2 A's, an I, and an E, and no unsolved U's in the puzzle here today. So again, this counting is just about, it's just, for me, it's about reinforcement. Now I'm going to look at those orange letters a bit more carefully than I did yesterday, because when I did yesterday's, I didn't examine it anywhere near enough. We've got an S here that must be in is the word in which it appears, and we've got an O here. This R is ambiguous. It could be in the word that's vertical, and this A could also be in the vertical word. This A here, of course, has to be in this middle vertical, and I said in a previous video, the middle vertical is what I really struggle with. But I think today it's going to be somewhat easier for me. Right, now, having looked at the oranges, I'm now going to start looking at those greens again. Something beginning with B and ending with D, okay? Across the top here, across the bottom. Something beginning with an E. We've got a T in the middle, and then L at the end, right? It's bringing to mind straight away, but I'm not trying to guess the words. Then we got something with a D at the start and beginning, ending with an L. And over here, we've got a B with something ending with a G. Now, I'm going to start looking again and looking at the words that I think that could be formed here. Down at the bottom, I suppose I'm seeing, or down here, the possibility of extolled. And of course, up here, where its asset would appear to be, because, no, if the A has to go here, then you can only get the E here. And then down here, we've got an I. Could I get binge? Could I get binge down here? But if I got a binge here, then what have I got? Cross. BROSS. That's hardly a word. BOSSY. No. Why am I saying B? It's like BING. BIN. It's N. Okay. NOS. No. And also, if this was binge, I'd have to find the A across. S. Can't see. Maybe it's not binge then. Could have bilge. BILGE. We've got 2 L's. LO. I'd have to have lasso. Okay. How do you spell lasso? Is it LASOO or LASSO? I think it's LASSO. So if that was lasso, then down here, we've got to have something with an R, so we could have droll, and that would use the other L. So far into what we're seeing. Droll down here, extol down here, bilge, lasso, asset. So we've at this point used up let's see, what did I say this was? This happens. This happens to me a lot. I forget. Draw, so I'd be using an O there, and extol, I'd be using an O there. Um, and then lasso, except then I wouldn't have used that. There's an O lingering here, isn't there? So let me see. Droll, extol, lasso. Yeah, I'd still have an O. So I'm bulge, extol, droll, drool. Yeah, okay. So I could have drool down here, and that would use one of the L's, and then that would allow for the bill share, of course. Right. So then coming across here, something with C, something BEA. We need to use an E here, I think. We can't use the R. BEA. Let's see. Drool uses the R and two O's. Extol using up our X and our O. Bilge using up our I and our G. So what have I not used? Looks like it's just vowels. There's the L. Lasso, extol, drool, bilge. Okay, so it's the N. It's the N. B EANG. Have I used? Let's see. How many E's are there? I said it earlier. There's one E. There's three O's. There's two A's. I'm using two O's here. I'm using another O here. I'm using the I. I'm using one of my A's here. And so it's okay. Extol, entol. What I'm doing now is thinking, is there something else that I can do to make a word? I don't even know what word goes here. I could see beard would go there, but I don't have the R, do I? What even would go in here? What would fit? Um, BOUNG, nope. Based, nope. Based. Um, Again, seem bored, but I don't have that R. I'm stuck. It's the one across here. How many minutes are we in now? 9 minutes in, and I'm stuck on the one at the top. So is bilge completely wrong? No. An extol looks like it should go in there. And I'm kind of happy with lasso and drool. But, okay. I'm kind of thinking I need to start doing a bit of a solve here to see if I can get this. So LASSO. Can I swap in the E? No. I'm wondering basically if I try and solve the move letters, like I don't want to move that X over there because I think it's true. The bilge, P-O-A. Wow, I am stuck. I am really stuck today. D-R-E. What have I missed here? I can account for. It's like B-E-A-N-D. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I've moved a letter by mistake there. Yikes. Going even worse than I thought. Maybe my lasso was completely wrong. But I'm still stuck with what if I've got my A here, and it has to be asset. What is going to go in there? B-L-A-E. B-L-E. What? No. P. I've got the word beard stuck in my head. Um, but you see, it's got to be the A here. B. We're going to stay here until like blood would fit. No, it wouldn't because oh god, in good. What are you thinking? B-L-A-N-D, bland. So it could have bland in here, and then if I've got bland, then I haven't got. Then I can still have bilge and lasso and drool. Oh yeah, because I've got the an extol. So that is that it? Is that it? It's just bland. Let's see. My G goes in bilge. Could go in bilge. My O is one of three. I'd have one in lasso and another in extol. And then where does my other go? Or am I just confusing myself? Drool. If it's drool. Okay, I've got could use my three O's that way. My I could go in bilge. Right. I'm not confident of this at all. My N could go in bland. My E could go in what? Asset. Fine. And three A's. One to go in asset. No, I have two A's. One to go into the asset, and the other to go in uh, lasso. Okay, fine. My S to go in lasso. All right. I've dealt with the O's, I think, and my R to go in drool, and this L, one to go in bland, and the other to go in lasso. All right. Now, I've got three double swaps, and I'm already 14 minutes into this. Right. So starting with the G, can I? If that's, I want an L in there, so that's not going to double swap the O. I want the eighth. I want double swap the I. I want that in for the end. BLEN. Yes. Okay. So the I and the N can double swap. This and this. Right. And then the A, LASSO won't double swap there. Or for the okay, that's fine. This S here won't double swap for my lasso, and this R won't double swap for my drill. This O, I want the G there, don't I? Yeah, so that's not gonna double swap. This A won't, I think. LAS, yeah, it won't. And this X going into X toll. Now I'm saying that's drool, not droll, because I've got lasso and so no. And likewise, no, well, what about this L? I want a T in there. L G E X toll. No, so where's my other one? BL. No. So I'm only seeing one double swap there so far. And indeed, I've forgotten where it is. Where was it? Was it the N for the I? Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Phew. All right. Now let's see. 16 minutes on the clock. Really am taking a long time about this. I want I want to do maybe something with the lasso here. Um, if I move the S and the L, no. So do brand there. Right, I'll do this systematically. If I put the G down in bilge, where the BILGE, where the O is, I've now got an O right up here, and I want this O to go here, R and O to go here. Okay, so I'm talking about swapping with the A for the O, and then we've got an O here, and then swap the O for the L. Okay. Right, second double swap out of the way. And apologies if it's now blindingly obvious what I need to do next and I'm just not seeing it. Right, what about this E? If I'm trying to be systematic about this, and if I want that to be that would put the E would go down to asset and the A would be here, and I want an A in asset, so the A would be here, and I want an A in asset, so that would leave me with an S here, and the S is I can't even. Oh yeah, lasso. So it would be there, and that's no good. So what about this S? I throw the S here, and now I've got an A here. I throw the O here, and then I've got an S here, and then that's not going to work. So what about this O? Extol, drool. So I put the O where the R is. No, I want the G. No, that's not going to work. What about this R? I want it in drool up here, which put an E here. And then if I swap the E with the A, I'd have the A here. And that would put the A and the S side by side. And I get a double swap there. So let me go over that again. R up here um, for the start of drill. It's probably a better way of doing this, you know that. I'm just wondering if I swap the X into Xdol and put the L here. No, forget that. I'll go back to what I was doing. I've got an R here, I swap it here, I've got an E here, then I put the E over here where the A is, and now I've got the letters for lasso in place. Okay, so there we go. And there's asset, and then it's LASSO, and there we go. And then it's BILGE, I mean, and it's bland, which took me so long to get. Whoops. And then I swapped these two, and there we are, 5 swaps. Wow, 20 minutes it took me to do that. Wow, that took a long time. Really got caught out on that blend. I mean, it seems so obvious now, but yeah. Anyway, there you go. That's today's Waffle Live Solve. Bye bye.